flight. Copy instructions. Roger out. Copy that.
Sound action stations.
Action stations. Action stations from missile attack. Take report of action stations.
Submarine, prepare tube for missile.
These are the visuals coming in as INS Khanderi, the silent hunter, finally gets commissioned into the Indian Navy. This after 2.5 years of trials. It has finally passed everyone's expectations. But what is really interesting is the statement coming in from the Raksha Mantri at the time of its commissioning, where Rajnath Singh, while he commissioned, also gave out a very stern warning to Pakistan, saying that Pakistan should know that we now have INS Khanderi, which is of course known as the silent hunter. And not just that, he also says that Pakistan should realize and understand now that we have INS Khanderi, we are ready to attack if we are provoked. Well, that's right. This is a warning which has been sounded out by the Defence Minister. In fact, remember, Khanderi has been built at the state-run Mazgaon Dock Limited. In fact, it underwent rigorous trials for over about 2.5 years. Well, the visuals that you can see on your screens is that of the Raksha Mantri. He's gone inside INS Khanderi. Those are inside visuals that you can see on your screens. It, of course, had been undergoing vigorous sea trials for the last 2.5 years, and all the concerns of Navy have now been addressed. And as you can see with the Naval's chief, you have the Raksha Mantri inside INS Khanderi getting you a sneak peek of the key features of the submarine, which of course include a state-of-the-art technology which reduces its noise under the sea, which is why it is called the silent hunter. In fact, one of the crucial features of this new submarine is also that unlike some of the previous ones, the requirement of 60 crew, its maximum requirement is merely 36 crew members. With a very small team, it's possible to set this submarine sail. In fact, it also saves oxygen availability, and that means that it increases its capacity to stay underwater for very long periods. And that is going to be very crucial during these exercises which are being carried out by the Indian Navy. And just in case it's required to use INS Khanderi in any kind of an attack, then it's important that the number of crew members are very few, saving upon the oxygen, which of course implies that the submarine can stay underwater for a very long period of time then. In fact, let me go across to Herman Gomes, who's joining us live from the Naval Dockyard, where you can see these visuals coming in. Herman, this is a dawn of a new era and a big shot in the arm for the Indian Navy, isn't it?
On board, what they say is that it has the potential of carrying up till 18 torpedoes, say 12 of them in the storage area and actually 6 of them in pipeline. So a total of 18 torpedoes that it can carry. Also at the same time, what it means that today it is commissioned, it means that tomorrow in case there is a war-like situation and in case if the submarine is required to go out there, it is all set to go. Do remember it was in 2017, on the 1st of June 2017 when the submarine had carried out its maiden sortie. You had it also, this is the entire period during which it underwent a lot of, several sea trials. The submarine was put through a lot of these series of trials, including rigorous checks on all of its systems on board, as well as the torpedo and missile firing systems. So it has been tried, it has been tested. You have Rajnath Singh, the Union Defence Minister, who is right now gone inside the submarine to take a look of it. This is the second Scorpion-class submarine that you have that has been today commissioned into the Indian Navy. There are another 5 that are going to be added, and yes, it is going to be a stellar list to the and stellar addition to the Indian Navy. You have also the MOS Defence, Mr. Shripad Naik, who is also inside the submarine. It has gone a lot of checks. What we are also given to understand is that it has a silent motor, which is what ensures that it is not easily detected by its enemies. This is the the sort of features that the submarine has. You have the Defence Minister who has gone inside the submarine to take a look of it, to check out some of the systems that it has on board. But yes, it is a very lethal killer. 18 torpedoes that it can carry, 12 in its storage area, and 6 another additional 6 in its pipe. So that is the sort of and what we are also given to understand, in case tomorrow it has to go out, say in case of in a war-like situation, it can go out for a total duration of 45 days. More than a month that you have that it can go out. That is the sort of lethal weapon that you see. Also given to understand that the submarine can, if fully submerged, can stay up till 2 to 3 days depending on the number of crew that it has on board. Also at the same time, you have a total crew of 40 people that is on board, but if required, it can also carry on board 50 people. These are some of the salient features of this.
But Herman, what I found very interesting is the very obvious, blatant message which went out, a warning going out to Pakistan by the Raksha Mantri, saying Pakistan should understand that now we have INS Khanderi, so India can attack. So a naval attack is what the Raksha Mantri seems to be indicating.
Well, that's right. In fact, you have the Union Defence Minister, the Raksha Mantri, Mr. Rajnath Singh, clearly saying that there are certain powers who want to repeat a Mumbai-like attack in Indian coastal regions, and they will not allow the same. Furthermore, he went on to add, saying that we should be feeling it's an extremely proud moment for us as Indians, and also at the same time that Pakistan should really understand now that since we have INS Khanderi, we are ready to attack if provoked. So clearly the message going out there from India to Pakistan that, you know, this is the sort of lethal weapons that we have right now, and Pakistan should probably be thinking twice and act on the terrorism policy that it adopts.
And one of the interesting features of INS Khanderi is that it's indigenously made. So there is a contract which the MDL has, that of a total of 6 submarines. Can we say that India is at least moving towards self-sufficiency, especially when it comes to defense equipment?
Absolutely, Meghna. This is, in fact, one can proudly call as a Make in India initiative. It has been built by the Mazagon Dockyard Limited. Mazagon Dockyard, not for the first time. In fact, this has been for multiple times that it has been in the service of the nation, producing some stellar weapons. But yes, this time you have the INS Khanderi that was built, in fact, by the Mazagon Dockyard. In fact, the first cutting of steel that was required for this very submarine began on the 7th of April 2009. And from there on, yes, there were certain delays, but that was expected. It was a sort of sea trials also that it had to undergo later at a stage. But yes, this is completely a part of a Make in India initiative, along with some help taken in from France. But yes, it is indigenously produced, and that is what makes it even a far more stellar weapon.
So these are, of course, the visuals which are coming in. You have the Raksha Mantri who has just commissioned INS Khanderi. But what's really important here is the fact that there is a categorical warning that he sounded to Pakistan, saying that if India gets provoked, Pakistan should understand that now that we have INS Khanderi, we are ready to attack if need be. So warning which has gone out to Pakistan just a day after what happened at UN. Remember, India showed the way. The Prime Minister made sure that the world looked at India as a global leader, especially when it came to climate, when it comes to entrepreneurship. But what Imran Khan did was he spent the entire time given to him in his speech at the UNGA directing his angst and fury against India. And now, in the most befitting way possible, isn't it, Herman, there is a warning going out with the commissioning of the INS Khanderi.